And I'm back. That was pretty quick. So yeah, let's just get rid of all windows and launch Magic Duels. Magic Duels will consist in two things. So first we will play probably in about 45 minutes. Then Magic, we have to restart Magic in order to restart the new quest. So yeah, probably less than 1 hour. There's a new quest will be added. So yeah, for now I have probably 2 quests. Okay. Where's Magic Duels? Yes. Yeah, so for now, as I remember properly, like one quest we need to go through is to bring back 10 cards from our graveyard. Again, there's multiple ways how we can do this. We can do this with like the regular way, by just basically putting creatures on the graveyard and then returning them with the black cards. For that, of course, we need to play a black deck. There's a lot of abilities. We could go with Embalm, but again, I don't have that many cards with Embalm yet, and deck with Embalm definitely we're not going to build. So usually this is the hardest quest for me to go through because it's super annoying and there's not that a lot of possibilities to do that for me. And the second one, we need to cast 15 blue or black spells in match versus battle. So I guess we will go through this. The cool thing is we could return cards from the graveyards outside of the versus battle, which is a good thing because usually in versus battles you have to win in order to not get demoted. In rank, which I already demoted a lot, I had like 13 rank and now I probably 3rd one. Oh, this is crazy, only because I played my favorite decks with like tried to test them in a versus battle, which is not a good idea. Okay, let's just go through this. Again, what type of card? So we need to cast blue or black spells. That means that's probably going to play black deck in versus battle, and it's going to be either Life Creeper, but it doesn't have that many cards that could bring back cards from a graveyard. This one has more. This is a vampire deck. Yeah, let's just go with the vampire deck. It has more possibilities to bring cards from a graveyard, especially the last time I added a lot of spells like this to make sure that I will bring back more cards. And ideally I need to count how many cards I will bring back from the graveyard. This is the main kind of concern that I'm going through. Like, no matter if I'm going to win game, lose game, it doesn't matter. Like, as long as I'm going through the quest and experiencing, of course, magic in new ways. These type of quests are pretty cool because they kind of create for you a additional way to motivate you in playing aside of your actual desire to play. I don't know, just adds this reasons. And since I got demoted a lot in rank, games should be relatively easy as long as we're keeping cards. Okay, I don't know about this hand. I have 2 big creatures that we're not going to play any soon, but at the same time we kind of have something, so let's keep it. Let's try. Oh no. I hate when right at the beginning we're playing against pretty fast-paced decks. Yeah, Gideon at the beginning, it's not good. Need to get rid of it. The fact is I don't have anything to get rid of it, and the second card that I got through is not... yeah, a long time. I kind of got tired after studying Unglued, because again, this set is so strange and it just basically brings my mind into a completely different state. Okay, good. We actually can use this one for a block and we can return it from the graveyard. Awesome. Let's hope that it's not going to be exiled by opponent. So again, since we have the ability to bring it back, I'm just going to use it for blocking for now. And let's just hope that we will get enough mana to play these big guys. Or big undead vampires. The army of undead. Of course I'm going to block Gideon. We need to prevent damage, or we're not going to survive for long. Again, don't have enough mana to bring it back yet. Also, right now I kind of need to think. Either go with the bringing him back or playing cards to protect myself. This is like... I think I probably will die pretty soon. But no, we need 4th land. So I will block with this one. It will give us a Eldrazi Scion, so that means we could produce additional land type and play either this one or this one next turn. So let's just go with the protection. Again, I don't think that I could win at this point. I hate when I'm facing these type of decks. It's pretty hard to... So Gideon will transform, there's no point of destroying him. So I guess we need to destroy this one because it has ability to give first strike. Yep. Okay, Gideon transformed, not good. +2, up to 1 target creature opponent controls attacks Gideon during his controller's next turn if able. He decides to on-top his creature with +1 and give him indestructible. Okay, this is a good blocker. So now opponent has less creatures, but it kind of doesn't matter. Okay, good. We have the ability to sacrifice and destroy, but again, I don't have enough lands. Or I have. This one has indestructibility, we can't destroy it. The only creature that we could destroy is Flyer. Since I don't have any flyers, I actually have a couple of, but I don't know. Putting these guys kind of pointless at this point. Could play this one, put +1/+1 counter on another. No, another. We need on this one. Gaining life. It's pretty early to utilize this one. Yeah, I think I just need to destroy one-on-one. So first, let's return by paying these. Then we'll play it. And ideally, I need a combination of returning him, playing him, and then sacrificing him. Again, I don't have enough mana for it, so I'm getting mana hosted, and it's not good. We need more mana. Because it's super uncomfortable. I just can't play at all. I will definitely lose this match. It's not a brainer because I don't have anything against the opponent. The only reason why I'm just will continue to play it, again, I usually not conceding duels. This is not something that I do. Usually I'm just like giving the opponents to the opportunity to destroy myself the way he or she wants. So okay, we can return 2 cards from our graveyard, which is good. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. If it's a zombie card, draw a card. Again, either I will... This is stupid. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. I can play only this one. Wait a minute. Why? now it works. And again, play it. This is the only thing that I could do at this point. Just going to protect myself, return cards from my graveyard in order to get through the quest. It's probably the second time that I bring this card back, or third. Basically didn't get lucky with lands. I think if I had enough lands, I would already had pretty good defense. And even if I would destroyed all of my creatures, I have the ability to bring them back, so it wouldn't be a problem. Yeah, the last thing that I will do is just bring this back and give the opponent opportunity to destroy myself. Me. And we need to discard a card, of course it's going to be the same that we can bring back from the graveyard. And let's just wait till opponent will destroy us. And I'm going to be demoted again. This is crazy. Again, the way to get higher in rank is to choose one particular deck that you are pretty comfortable with, and this deck for the most part could face any opponent and potentially win, and that's kind of it. Just basically choosing these type of decks. And the problem why I'm getting demoted constantly is because I'm choosing different decks, I'm not playing with one, and you need time to adjust a particular deck. So it's kind of, and because I'm constantly shifting between decks, I'm kind of getting demoted constantly. And again, I'm doing this just for the sake of getting the achievement. So, okay, we'll play 3 in here, 5 here, so 7 left. Let's just go. Let's just continue these things. A versus battle, and again, I will continue to go through the versus battle, no matter. Don't care. Even if I'm going to get demoted, again, second than 1, there's no lower than 1. No, probably 0. But I don't think that you can get demoted to 0 in here. Alright, or you are, I don't know, let's see. But let's hope that I actually will win. Oh, foreign nickname. Probably. Not in English. Okay, good. When I have this one at the beginning of the game, usually it's good. Having this one too. And this one either. Yeah, that's a pretty good hand for lands. It means that we could play anything that we want for the most part. Let's just hope that we're not going to be mana flooded, because it could be the opposite of the previous game. Awesome, 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 awesome. Having this guy at the beginning of the game, awesome too. We could continue to bring him back from the graveyard. The thing about skeletons, there's a lot of skeletons that we could bring from the graveyard, just by paying a certain mana cost. Zombie deck. Again, we're playing with the graveyard deck against the graveyard deck. It's definitely going to be an interesting matchup. Creatures. So I'm going to keep this one on block. This one will attack next turn, and I need something to block, so I definitely want to keep this guy, because Calastria Healer is the best one in my deck. Like, I don't know, I love it. It provides me with health and deals damage to an opponent, which is always a good thing. Okay, good. Or not good. Having a vampire, it's not a bad, but it's time to utilize this one. Once I have land, as long as I have land, every time that I play land, we could deal additional damage to an opponent. So yeah, a couple of turns I need to skip, unfortunately, because I don't want to lose my 1-2. So we just need to wait till opponent will deal as damage. I can take damage for the most part, as long as I have the ability to gain back all life lost, and I have 2 cards in the game that could provide this. This one could give me additional life and take life for the opponent every time that I'm playing allies, and I have a couple of allies in here. Opponent is thinking. The same goes for this one. Each time I land plays. So let's think what we could play next. Depending on what we're going to get next turn, I definitely will play a land. I definitely will gain life and use basically a second ability. And oh no, oh, this is not good. Other zombies you control gets +1/+1, and all zombies gain menace until end of the turn. This is awful. This is the worst card at this point that we could get on the opponent's side, because it's not going to allow me to protect myself at all. So that means that we need to destroy it, and Chandra or Liliana will be transformed. So yeah, we definitely need to destroy 2/3, but for that, ideally I need to sacrifice a creature, and again we don't have an additional land to go through this manipulation, unfortunately. That means that we need to sacrifice 1 too in order to do this now. Bummer. But the quicker I will do this, the better. So we definitely need to destroy 2/3. An opponent also could return it back, so it's not a problem. So first let's just play land. Do this one. Now we need either I will bring back this one, and next turn I could play it. Sacrifice 1/2, destroy 2/3. Or provide myself with defense, with life. Oh damn it, we're running out of time. Whatever, let's do this. This is the only choice that I have at this point. Okay, good. It's not good that now we have Liliana, because each player discards a card. That means that we need to discard a card. But let's hope he or she is not going to decide to discard cards. Oh no, we have to. So I think we need to discard this one. Although, no, actually we need to discard this one. I don't have any creatures to sacrifice, and having this one with lifelink, it's not going to help us. This potentially will bring us more, especially the more cards we're going to have in our graveyard. Then I could just activate this ability, gain life, and make opponent lose lives. We actually could win with this card. Okay, yes, as I thought so, he will bring this one back. It's definitely going to be a hard match to play. Why things are so slow though? They're actually super slow. I know why they're slow from my end, because I'm thinking what to play the best. Maybe for the opponent is the same, but... Yes, we definitely need to play all cards, because starting from the next turn, opponent will force us to discard cards, and if we're not going to have any cards in our possession, of course, this is better. And hello, all zombies are super big. Okay, -8. Whenever a creature dies, return it into the battlefield under your control at the beginning of the next step. Not good. Again, I will lose this match too. I don't think that I could do something with it. We have the ability to scry, which is good. It's not the best card to have. Let's put it on the bottom. I think it's time to do this constantly, although it's not going to help me that much. But not now, starting from the next turn. Bottom. Again, the reason why I returned this one, I know that I will lose it next turn, but I needed to do this. I actually, that was a mistake. I actually had the ability to return it a little bit later, but we don't know. I definitely will lose it unless opponent decides to not utilize Liliana's ability. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm done. This is stupid. I'm freaking done. Yeah, didn't have the chance to win at all. Good thing that I bring back this card. Oh, decides to go minus. No, plus. Oh, interesting. Opponent decides not to destroy us. It's pointless, but I want to gain life. Because I'm probably not going to be able to block a lot of creatures with menace. So, discard a card, transform it. I don't know. Pretty good blocker though. Let's keep it on top. No, let's put it in the bottom. Again, the main goal is to bring as much cards from the graveyard as possible. That's probably why opponent decides not to attack us. Maybe he or she wants to do the same. Or not. Okay, having a land. Put it on top. Could allow us to trigger this one. And utilize this one. And I'm done. No? Oh, almost. And we lost our creature. So before the end, we will do this. We'll bring back our zombie. How this emblem, by the way, works, whenever a creature dies. So there's no point of playing it, because if I'm going to play it, I would rather give Liliana the opportunity to discard it. Because I want to put it back in my graveyard. And unfortunately I don't have enough lands to utilize this one, so I'll just continue. And lose the game. With the pride. Nope. As long as the opponent actually decides to destroy us. And we're done. Yeah, didn't get lucky at all. I don't know what's up with this deck though. I won with this deck with confidence previously, but today something happened with this deck. Didn't win one match. We almost played all spells, which is pretty cool. Again, since there's no way to drop even lower in rank, I will just continue to go for the same thing. I don't care about that. And again, I'm kind of super tired. I don't know, I actually want to sleep. Super crazy want to sleep. Because, again, this study session was kind of a little bit draining. There we have Liliana. Good, keep it. Also kind of having major headache. I don't know. Feeling super uncomfortable. In addition to wanting to sleep and kind of creates a strange feeling. Maybe that's why I'm losing, but I don't think so. Like, I actually didn't have any opportunity to do things during the game. The only thing that I have a choice from is to either bring back cards or play cards from the hand. That's kind of it. And neither of these things wouldn't help me in the big picture. So, kinda strange. Super strange. And again, I'm still working on creating for these streams, like for the streams itself, a little bit more entertaining music. This music is definitely going to be present on recordings, like in the stream archives. But on actual streams, I'm kind of planning to play different music, the one that I usually listen to. But the problem with this, again, I'm again facing the problems that I'm not going to be able to capture in-game sound separately. So definitely need to work on this, and that's why I'm still not utilized this ability yet. But definitely something that we'll do maybe next week. Definitely. We will listen to versatile music from the YouTube official releasers, which kind of makes this music, as I said before, streamable. So you can stream it, but you can't redistribute it in any way. So this kind of could create copyright issues, and that's why I want to record it. I just want to stream it. That way, since this music is streamable, will be streamable, it will allow for the actual distributors of this music to earn money from it. So that way you're not like okay. So again, it's pretty early to sacrifice anything and anyone, so let's just for now continue to stay in the block and wait for the opponents to act. Starting from next turn, I could attack with 1/4. Nope. Now we have trouble that I can't block. Death touch. Super bad. Skipping. Because again, as I said before, listening to music that I'm usually listening to, it will make me a little bit more energetic, because like there's two things that could make me super energetic: either viewers by asking some questions or interacting, and since there's none for the most part, at least active ones, so like for the most part I'm just wanna be energetic. And I'm still going to talk. Let's think. Let's think. Okay, we could put creature that we could sacrifice, which is good. This is the one vampire that I actually can sacrifice. Each player discard a card. I wouldn't want to do that though. Let's do this now. Oh no, sacrifice 2. I'm going to have 1v1. And I need 1 to pay. Yeah, we could do that actually. Let's try. Liliana probably will die. But what I want to do is I wanted to play this land, and I wanted to use this one as a madness cost. To discard. Also, opponent will discard a card. And yes, I'm going to play it. With the madness cost, with one. Awesome, that was pretty cool. And since I'm not going to block for 6 guy, I'm just going to attack and gain additional life. I don't think that Liliana will die next turn, unless opponent will put additional counter on this one, or put an additional buff. She still has this survival thing. Oh no. Oh no. Now my flyers are going to be inactive, unfortunately. Bummer! It's good. I will just sacrifice him. It's not that big of a deal. Again, Liliana is not going to die, which is good. Okay then. So I don't have the ability to play both cards. So instead, I have one creature. This one will allow me to return 2 creature cards and then discard a card. I think we could do this. We could put plus on Liliana. Discard this one. What it was. Target player sacrificing attacking or blocking creature, good thing. Then we will return both of these, and we will discard the one that probably doesn't have the smallest one, I guess. Although, if I'm not going to sacrifice it, I'm going to play it. Let's just discard this one. And let's just sacrifice this vampire. Yeah, land is a good thing. And I'm not going to attack. So next turn Liliana will die. Don't see problem in it. She played her part. Now it's time to go. Also, she usually the cool thing about these type of things, and Liliana could create some type of a distraction for us, and this is usually what I'm aiming for. Enter the battlefield, put +1/+1 counter on another vampire you control. Yeah, definitely will put it on 3/3. So my cards become bigger and bigger each turn, which is pretty cool, and I can sacrifice zombie and make even my vampires even bigger. So let's hope opponent will not go into draw a card that could destroy my cards, my creatures. So again, there's no point of attacking. There's a lot of small creatures in there that could just basically combine with combined efforts to destroy my 4/4. Opponent will probably continue. Oh, decides not to attack. Interesting. It's kind of a thing. Should I keep this land for later or play it? No, let's just keep it for now. I don't think that opponent has something that would result in discarding cards. Let's just keep it and hope that we will get an artifact that allows with the landfall. So you tell me that for now we're just going to like wait and no one is going to attack? I'd say the opponent has advantage and I would attack if I would be the opponent. At least with 4/6, because why not? Yes. I don't have enough creatures on my graveyard, which is kind of a bummer. If I had more of those, I could constantly gain life. How many I need? 1, 2, 3. And activate this ability only if there are 4 or more cards. Oh, this is actually pretty cool. We could sacrifice one of the cards. And the card that I probably should sacrifice is this one, because it's a real creature. If it's going to put right away on our graveyard. The question is, should I do this now or wait for the opponent's turn in case he decides to attack with all of the creatures? Yeah, let's just wait. I still don't have enough mana to utilize it though. Oh no, I actually have enough mana to utilize it. No, don't have. We need to pay this one. Next turn. So basically this game will continue unless opponents, yes, goodbye. Okay, so you control gets +2, +2/+2 and fight creatures. So 6. I need to sacrifice 2 creatures in order for him to survive, but he's not good. The touch, by the way, not going to work, I think. As I remember properly, the touch doesn't work like this. Top. And this one. Top. Let's hope he will survive. Because as I remember, the touch doesn't work. Any number of damage. No, it doesn't. Come on! So the touch actually destroys. Let's read it. Any amount of damage this deals to a creature is enough to destroy it. Oh, you see? Damage. So it doesn't read that he needs to, doesn't read combat damage. So there is some abilities that kind of reads in combat damage and just the damage. So if this is just the damage, these type of cards will destroy. So yeah, that means that I destroyed one creature without the need. It's not a problem though. I still have the ability to use this one. And let's use this one. It will allow us to scry. I don't know. I don't need lands anymore, so let's just put it in the bottom. Opponent got lucky with the spell, so again there's no point of attacking. Let's just hope that opponent will just play super slow, not going to destroy my enchantment. Yeah, goodbye all of my big creatures. Okay, this is actually good. We could destroy 6/2. But for that, of course, we need to sacrifice 1/4, so not good. That means I need to block one of those for him to survive. Okay, this one will be renowned only if combat damage was going to be dealt, so choose one, it's already played. Okay, good. So let's go with this one. It's a shame that I can't stop it anyway. Wood. Yeah, I'm in super deep trouble. Okay, it's time to destroy 6/4. But the problem is, what next? Like, what's next if I'm going to do that? First, let's just attack. Yeah, let's first attack. We'll gain life. We will do 1 damage. Okay, good. Then we will use this one. And then we will destroy this one and sacrifice this one. Nope, don't want to land. Destroy, good thing, but if I don't have any creatures, it's kind of a pointless. But let's just keep it. Let's just keep it. A couple of turns I will survive. Maybe we will get some creature and it will allow us to combine this. Okay, this one already renowned. This one renowned. This one will renown this way, so it'll become 4/3. Yeah, in a couple of turns I'm done. I wish I had the ability to draw 2 cards at once. Like, alright, card advantage is killing me at this point. Yeah, next turn I'm done. 8, 10. I will survive with 1 health. Yes. Pretty cool. So, and let's hope the next is going to be a creature card. That way I could destroy for 5. And it's a creature card. Awesome! Oh no. Don't tell me that I don't have enough mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn it! So either I will use this one and gain life, or I will destroy a creature. Only one thing. Super bummer. I have a blocker. I'm going to get... No, I'm not going to survive. 3 creatures there. Either way, no matter what I'm going to do. So yeah. I wish I had additional land. I don't know, it's pretty hard to play with this deck still. It's relatively simple, but not getting lucky enough and super inconsistent. Maybe I'm just playing against super aggressive decks, I don't know. Or decks that's just basically getting, the opponent that's basically getting a little bit lucky or have a little bit more better synergy cards in their deck. Who knows? Yes, let's see. Are we going to be demoted to 0 or not? From 13 to 0. This is interesting. No, we're not getting demoted anymore. Thank you for that. And we still need to bring back freaking cards from the play. By the way, in a couple of minutes Magic will add additional quests, so let's just wait for that. Yes, sir. We need to restart the game, but before that let's just buy a booster. So previously I bought boosters for the most part from Innistrad, because Innistrad has the most cards that kind of worked with the graveyard and etc. The last card I remember I bought from Eldritch Moon. Let's just for now we'll go between Eldritch Moon and Innistrad. I don't know, because I still need a lot of cards, because most of my decks they need 4 cards from Innistrad or Eldritch Moon. We opened a Planeswalker. Okay, well, we'll read what this Planeswalker does later. So Delirium, Ox gets +1 and Vigilance as long as there are 3 4 more card types amount in your graveyard, which is pretty cool. And again, Transformer, which is pretty cool for the future Transformer deck. And when it dies, investigate. Wolf Spirit Flash. When it enters the battlefield, you may discard a card or discard a land card. If you do, put 2/2 Wolf. Okay, and the enchantment with the Flash. Each creature you control that's a wolf or werewolf gets +1/+1. Pretty good. Actually, I already have the ability to probably create a Transformer deck or wolf and werewolf deck, which is pretty cool. So what Nahiri does. So for 2 +2 loyalty, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Okay. Exile target enchantment with -2 and tapped artifact or tapped creature. Pretty interesting. Pretty good destroyer. And search your library for an artifact or creature card, put it into the battlefield and shuffle your library. It gains haste. Return it to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. Oh, this is actually pretty interesting. So basically we're searching for a library in our artifact or creature card. We have the ability to put it on a battlefield once on this turn only. It's going to gain haste, and then we need to return it at the beginning of the next step, and then play it with its regular cost if we want. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. So yeah, let's just relaunch Magic. I think quest is already kinda has to arrive. Relaunch Magic for the quest to arrive. And the remaining hour we will continue to play Magic Duels. I don't know, maybe if I'm going to be super tired in playing, we will create a Transformer deck, or deck with the werewolves and wolves, maybe, I don't know. We'll see how things will go. Because again, as I said, I'm super tired to play after mind-boggling study session of Unglued. Okay, games. So, quest that appeared is win 2 games in which you cast white or blue spells. The cool thing is, neither of these reads that we need to play versus battle, so we could go one-on-one against AI. Have 10 creature cards, leave your battlefields, 3 left, white or blue spells. Okay, we definitely need to go through all these quests today, because if we're not, next time we are going to play Magic is going to be a Tuesday. And just basically, we need to empty all slots for quests, so we have to go through them. So, white and blue. Do I have something black, blue, or blue, white? Or black, blue? Nope. Black, white. I have black, white. But a light deck can't bring cards from the graveyard. Okay, let's try to play with a Life Creeper deck now. It's kind of similar to the Vampire deck, but the difference is there's less cards that work with the returning cards from the graveyard. And it's more focused on, of course, life gaining abilities. Probably more allies in this deck than in the Vampire deck, or I don't remember. We will see this. We will figure this out. Pink, bam, bam. And probably will be disconnect. No. Still waiting for invites to Magic Arena. And again, as I said, even if you will get invite, it's not going to be enough. You will get only a NDA that you need to sign, a non-disclosure agreement, and only after this, in probably from 1 and 2 weeks, you will get a actual invite into the game itself, like where to download the game and etc., how to register it. So I kind of hope that I will get the invites during December, but nope. But as they said, almost every closed beta signees that signed up earlier will get the access till the end of the January. So let's hope for that, at least. This is one of the reasons why I decided to resurrect my playing in Magic, so just basically after long years of not playing it. Magic Arena release, or the news that it's going to be released soon, motivated me to go through this. And also my the thing that I kind of want to create my own tabletop games, and I actually want to study Magic and play it actually daily, but didn't have that time. Now I have a little bit more time to play study Magic. Come on, opponent. Probably silent opponent. Super silent opponent. And while we were waiting on the opponent, I could talk and wait. So yeah, what we could talk about? Magic Arena. The good thing about Magic Arena, they added a sideboard there, so now we probably going to have the ability to use the sideboards, which is awesome. And also, since there's a sideboard, there's a best of 3 matches, which is super cool. Now we're not just playing one match, but best of 3, which is probably the only where I actually played this type of set of rules in the real life, just with paper Magic. It was a long time ago, so definitely it would be an interesting thing to get this experience in digital. Usually after probably 5 or 10 minutes, no, 5 minutes probably, opponent, if it's not going to be not going to act, it get disconnected. Should be disconnected. Let's hope for that. And since like I kind of know, or they already said what type of cards they're going to release and what type of sets they're going to release in Magic Arena, I thought that we kind of need to play through Magic Duels and buy the last sets, starting from like not Excellent, Amonkhet and Kaladesh, probably Revolt, a Fears of Revolt. But for that we kind of need to go through these sets first, because I can't build decks from new sets still, because I don't have enough cards from these sets. And I'm kind of forced to build decks from the older sets. That means that I need to buy boosters from the older sets. But ideally, in order to prepare myself to Magic Arena, I kind of have to go through the newer sets, which is kind of creates super strange thing. Oh, come on, opponent. Why are you super slow? Maybe it's one of these opponents that like work psychologically. Super slow play until you decide to quit the game. Or opponent just basically eating, as could be the case too. Wait a minute. Don't tell me they were playing against the same opponent that we already played today. Probably not. Okay, question. Should we need to play this one and create pretty good defense? Or play this one and have the ability to play land and gain additional life? Just go from this one for now. It's kind of lagging. There's still a long way till Magic Arena will allow us to actually stream it and play it openly. Probably at least 3-4 months we need to wait for it, maybe even more, I think. But like, I thought that they will be super slow in working with these things, but they kind of super fast. They launched closed beta, and slowly it's getting bigger. They adding new things there, and I guess there's a lot of things that they're working on, so good. Let's think. Once you gain life, it gets +1/+1. Draw 2 cards. any creature with Death Touch? No, let's just put a blocker now. And we will definitely wait. I don't have any creatures that I could just like sacrifice in order to draw additional cards. I need something super small. Or hello there. So I found the creature to sacrifice now. Thank you for that, the opponento. The good thing about Life Creeper deck, there's almost every card gives you the opportunity to gain life, so just pretty cool. Again, I love to play cards, decks that involves lifelink. I'm like psychologically feeling super confident, or at least I know that I'm not going to run out of lives. So put 2 of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. You lose 2 life. Since nothing is triggered by lands, just play this one. I will keep this one until opponent will put something with a different power toughness combination. For now, let's just draw additional cards by sacrificing this one for. It's kind of pointless either way. Good. And I guess now it's time to put Liliana in case opponent has something that could do the same. After Liliana is going to be exiled, he's just going to lose this thing. So that's why Liliana is probably the smarter choice, or not smarter but better choice. Let's just wait. What opponent will give us next? Give or take. Interesting. So it's probably a provocation that I could actually utilize. Since I have the ability to bring Liliana back, probably. Not now, but in future. There's definitely something big there. I want to gain life. Let's just go on provocation. Okay, good. This is actually good. That way we get rid of the big buffer. Usually, even if I'm like making these type of decisions that can result in losing, I'm constantly trying to find something good out of them. And what I'm finding good out of this one is, yes, I lost Liliana, it's not that good, but the cool thing is now we forced our opponents to lose big buffer. Okay, good. Now it's probably time to play this one and make him sacrifice this. He definitely have problems with creatures. Let's just play land first. Continue to gain life. Now let's do that. Opponent didn't have any counters, which is good. The thing is, though, I could do the opposite thing. I could play this one a couple of turns ago, and each land that I would played would result in making him bigger and bigger. So, and also because this creature has flying, I could attack with him a couple of times. But for now, I focused on a little bit different things. Again, there's always a lot of choices in Magic, and you will make your choices depending on circumstances that you're in. So, okay. It's definitely the creature that we need to get rid of somehow, and the problem is now it's going to be a harder thing to do. So discard a card, put the zombie, create a token with lifelink on the battlefield, activate this ability only once each turn. Oh, I thought that this card actually works a little bit differently. Okay, whatever. Unfortunately, this one has 6/6, we can destroy it. Let's wait for the opponent to put aura on it. I don't know. Okay. Good thing that we have a flyer with Death Touch. Kind of creates. So I have ability to play both. Let's do that. Let's play a land, because I'm definitely not going to be able to draw anything else. Let's search. How many cards? 4. Choose a card to put in your hand. Oh, this is interesting. Let's put this one into our hand, although I'm probably not going to be able to play it, but no. Land. This one. Yes, these two are definitely the things that I need to put in my hand. The rest is going to go into the graveyard. And I could bring them back. Sometime discard a card. I don't have anything to discard yet. Let's just wait for that. Yeah, I'm not going to attack. I need protection against 6/6. Let's hope opponent is not going to put any Narcolepsia type cards in here. Okay, 3/3. And also this has Renown 6. Come on! Can't be blocked by more than one creature. Wait, can't be blocked by more than one creature? Only with one creature? My brain don't want to understand how it's called, whatever. Okay, good. We could force opponent to sacrifice one of his creatures, but again, first we need to destroy 3/3 in order for opponent to choose 6/6 to sacrifice. Yeah, this one can be blocked only with one creature. I think it's time to play this craziness. Gain life. Deal additional damage to an opponent. And again, for blocking this one, I will keep my guy with the Death Touch. Blocking. Oh no. Not very good. Don't have that many cards that I could return from my graveyard. The problem with this card that I have, I'm rarely utilizing it. Maybe this card even in the wrong deck, because it would be better fit for vampire deck than for this deck. I don't know, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time, because both of these creatures could become bigger potentially, so yeah, it's time to play it. The opponent is definitely will choose to sacrifice 3/3. And we will sacrifice this one. This one has the ability to potentially gain Death Touch. And I think it's time to attack with 4/5. Again, I'm going to keep 2/1 to block 6/6 in case he decides to do so, like to attack. If opponent is not going to put 4/5 out of commission, I think we have a chance. And goodbye. Out of commission. Okay then. Not everything lost. At least we have the ability to do this. And slowly destroy our opponent. The good thing about this card, it still continues to work once you have abilities with the lifelink. I don't think that opponent will put something with the unequal amount of power and toughness. So in order to press the opponent with Menace Creature next turn and win faster, I think we need to play it now. Because, come on. I'm not going to destroy my creatures, thank you. Because at least that way I could attack with creature with Menace and opponent, I even going to attack now. Again, that touch. Keeping 3/2 to block 6/6. Yeah, we're slowly going to lose cards. Not that big of a deal. Oh no, not good. Not good. Yeah, opponent's pretty confidently surviving. And the fact is, if I'm not going to get land or good creature, oh damn. This is sick. Let's hope it's not going to be counted. Because definitely a game changer. This card kind of works in our benefit, which is super cool. Since I have a blocker for 6/6 in the forms of 11/11, and even if opponent will put 4/4 buff in here, which is the highest one, he's not going to destroy 11/11. And also, I have enough life actually to skip, so now let's just attack. It's time to press. It's time to press the opponent. I probably need to get rid of this card. I don't know. The only reason why I put this card in my deck because I thought, oh, come on, lifelink. Yeah, vampire with a lifelink, which why not? And she will become bigger. No? Yeah, we didn't get lucky. 2 lands. That would be cool. The cool thing, opponent still has a card advantage, so we don't know what he or she has there. So, it's still a question. What's out there? 4 cards, and you're not playing them for some reason. Damage preventers? Don't think so. Counters? Don't think so. Okay. Draw a card, then discard a card. Definitely the opponent has troubles. Maybe mana float? Okay, there was a counter. But didn't have enough mana to use it. Oh snap, thank you for that. So it's time. It's time to destroy 6/6 and win the game. Okay, we're going to destroy this one. Because again, it doesn't matter. That was pretty cool. My first win of the night. Crazy. I'm kinda tired to lose. It's time to win, I guess. Finally. And we didn't get back any cards from our graveyard. So for the most part, this match didn't give us anything at all in terms of the quests. So it was probably not a good idea. And again, since we need to go through all quests in probably 30 minutes, we need to choose wisely. So The thing with the graveyard, I could like make go separately. For now, let's just win 2 games by casting white and blue spells. And the problem is, it's a problem for me to win games nowadays for some reason. Let's just go with our ally deck. It's linear deck, it's relatively simple to play, and usually if we're not getting to play against super aggressive opponents, I usually can play this deck with confidence, because I got higher in rank for the most part with this deck. But then I started to play other decks and got demoted to 3rd one. Whatever. So, okay, good. We have Exiler, we have 3 lands. No, we need to draw a new one. No, we need to draw a new one. Okay, this one we'll keep. Again, for this deck, main key is these type of cards that could give us life and take lives from the opponent. These cards are crucial for this deck. Without them, it's pretty hard to win. We're going to keep this one for later, in case opponent will destroy one of our cards, or one of our creatures. Ozzy Osbourne. It's pretty early to play this card, but whatever. I'm still not going to utilize it either way in a long run. I rarely do. So let's just put it for defense and attack. And if it's going to be a quick target for an opponent to destroy, whatever, I could bring it back. Okay, good. Now it's time to play this one. Starting from the next turn, we're going to get additional life, and opponent will lose constantly lives, which is good. Since next turn this one will be renowned, let's just stay in block. Let's just stay in block and wait for something good to come. Okay, a lot of land searchers. So I probably will keep this one for later. I still don't have any creatures that I would sacrifice. Why? This is strange. Maybe something magical out there? That was a strange attack. Kind of confusing. Awesome, we have 2 Exilers! Which is super cool. Yeah. If things will continue the way that they are going, I probably have a chance to win this game. Because again, I could disrupt any opponent's play with these cards. No matter what he or she is going to play, I could exile them. So if he or she decides to destroy one of the biggest creatures that make in the game, I could return one of them, which is pretty cool too. So for the most part, so far things are kind of cool. But again, we're playing against deck with a lot of land searchers. That means that there's something big will definitely come soon, so it's pretty early. To go into the jump into conclusions. Sacrifice another creature, you gain life equal to the sacrificed creature toughness. It's a good thing that we have 1/4. But for now, let's just attack with everything that I can. And let's hope that opponent will not going to able to play any big cards. But even though I guess I have something against them, which is good. The only problem, I don't have like enough lands. I could play this one, but again, I usually waiting to utilize this one and bring back card from the graveyard. So okay, this is not good. Destroy or non-land creatures. I knew that something bad will happen. So since both of them will die, or all of them will die, I guess let's just do that and gain 4 lives. Damn it. Stupid timer. It's time to bring back card, and the card that I will bring back this one, play this one. So we need something with flying ability to attack the opponent. Okay, good. And we probably need to kill target artifact, creature, or enchantment. It's a pretty big creature for 4. I could sacrifice 1 land for it. Let's try to do that. Choose an artifact, creature, to enchantment, to exile. And let's just sacrifice the white one, I guess. I still have 4 lands total, which is good. It will allow me to play almost everything from my deck. Okay then. Double token, simplifier. Oh no, creature with flying can't attack you. At the beginning of your end step, create 5/5. Gotta be kidding me. Exile target non-land permanents. You lose 3 lives. Okay, it's time to exile this one. Super annoying. Okay, good. Good. Good thing that I have allies. That means that I could combine them together and create additional zombies to block. But I guess this is one of the games. Like, you gotta be kidding. Kill yourself. 9/9. 9/9. 9 lives, and like, come on. Yeah, now I probably will lose. Again, the thing about this deck, if you were like at the beginning, it's always like feels super cool, but the longer you play, the harder it gets. And I guess it's not just for this deck, overall probably for Magic. So I need to skip a lot of turns, like, I don't know. Each turn opponent will lose life. Good thing that this doesn't have life link at least. What the heck is this? Enters the battlefield with +1/+1 counters on it. Oh, pretty interesting card. Remove counter, it deals 1 damage to target creature or player. You gotta be kidding me. Goodbye, my the only hope. Aww. You tell me that throughout the session I will win only 1 game and not going to get through all quests? It becomes super annoying. Na. Yeah, pretty quickly, from 24 to 8. Yeah, I'm done. I can't do anything. That was super unlucky game. And the fact is, I couldn't destroy opponent faster, which is the problem. So I knew that something big is coming, but I thought that I have the ability to. Maybe if I didn't destroy 4/4 land and waited to use this one on some of these creatures, maybe I could survive longer. But all in all, I don't think that I would win either way. So like considering what I had, and I didn't have that much. I was pretty far to gaining like to 10 plus life from the beginning stage to utilize that vampire, so we're continuing to getting demoted. Oh yeah, this is super annoying. Not very cool thing to see when someone is losing, and losing, it's not fun. And my headache is just getting worse. But we will continue to push. So let's think. So both of these quests I could go through not in a versus battle mode. So let's just switch from the versus battle because I'm constantly getting demoted. I'm kind of getting tired of it. Let's just try to play just basically 2 games against the AI and win them. I actually thought that once I will get demoted to the lower ranks from 13, it's going to be easier to play and to win, but it's not. That for some reason it's not the case, and I don't know why. First, let's just play with the two. Oh no! Oh, come on! I didn't choose the right way, so we still play in versus battles. Damn it. Okay, whatever. Maybe this match will be a little bit better. Let's hope for that. Let's hope for that. This man has blue eyes.
And this one has
the same kind of blue eyes. Okay, have 2 lands. Have the ability to draw a card. And have the ability to... yeah, we could keep it. Relatively risky, because I have only 2 lands. We'll just play everything that we could have. I can't read this. Tiago MC Soares. I don't know. Something like this. We have like 15 minutes. I don't think that I will manage to go in 15 minutes through these 2 quests, which means that we probably, or not we, but I have to go and play additional pre-recorded session on weekends in order to not lose the opportunity to go through quests. But at the same time, if I'm going to look at this way, discard a card. Yeah, let's think what we could discard. Toppers. Let's go with investigators. It's not that cheap. Let's just discard this one. Now opponents probably know what deck we're playing with. We kind of revealed it. I'm waiting for creatures. It's pretty hard to play this deck if opponent doesn't have any creatures. Every card that I'm going to play is just going to be wasted, so... yeah, this is a tapestry deck. For the most part, it focuses on tapping creatures. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. If I knew. Probably will discard one of those. I don't control artifacts, so we're going to wait. I need more lands. Come on. How many cards we need in our graveyard in order to utilize Jace? 5 or more cards in your graveyard, so 2. Dun 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 dun. And oh no, I just figured out that we could play control deck against control deck. Not good. That means that I'm probably not going to be able to utilize any of my abilities. This is super annoying. I need lands. Good. At least we get card that could give us additional land. So again, I'm going to keep all of these cards because they are pretty big game changers. This one will give us additional card, but there's no creatures to use this one on, so I think it's time to discard this one now. Play this one, get a card, hope for a land. You gotta be kidding me. Counter, freaking counter. And you're going to count this one. Seriously? Counter target spell. Okay, it's better to count this one than something bigger, so not that big of a deal though. Kinda annoying. I would get additional card and it could be a land probably. But now we have 4 cards in here. 1 card more and Jace will transform. Dun, 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 dun. And still we don't have any creatures to tap. So this is a bad matchup when you're playing against the control deck that works with creatures against deck, probably control deck that doesn't have any creatures in it. So it kind of makes things super strange. And again, I can't use any of these cards, which is super annoying. So it's time to discard. Let's decide. I'm probably going to discard this one. Don't have any creatures from that side. Yes, and we're definitely going to use this one, like without a question. There's no lands, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, we're going to put this one in our hand. I already have this one, and since we're probably not going to be able to see many creatures there, probably need to put this one on the bottom. So let's take this one, and this one will go in the bottom. Okay, you may cast any card from your graveyard. Let's just do this and continue to attack. It's pretty weird. Again, we already established it, but it's pretty weird to play with the control decks against control decks. These matchups are usually don't have any actions to them. They're just like super intellectual usually, but there's a lot of thinking that goes to them, and they are super interesting for the actual players, but they're not that interesting for the viewers, I guess, unless viewers are pretty good in understanding these control decks and they dig how they work and etc. And because like there's not much happening when it comes down to these. Seriously, playing with similar decks. Okay, good. I would definitely... You gotta be kidding me. I'm constantly forgetting that there's ability to count. So -9. You get an emblem whenever you cast a spell. Target opponent puts the top 5 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Oh snap, this definitely will help us. Let's hope that I actually will get Jace to this state. This is probably going to be the first time that I'm going to utilize this one. And I'm actually like becoming alive when I'm playing with these decks, because it's pretty hard to play these decks and being bored or whatever, because you constantly need to think about a lot of things, which is kind of one of the things that I like about this deck. What the heck was that? Black Eldrazi 9. Flash Emerge. Ah, pretty interesting. Okay. Since now opponent can't count, it's time to put all of these creatures on top. It will slow down the Jace. It will doesn't allow 5/7 to attack, and I will just continue to gain additional things. And hope that Jace will actually go to the -9. It's definitely going to be the first time that I'm going to utilize this. So now opponent has creatures, which is good. So starting from a couple of turns, we actually could take them under our control. By the way, what's going to be if I'm going to get Jace under my control and then transform it? Where this Jace is going to be end up? Okay, this is Eldrazi deck. Still control deck, but with Eldrazi. It interacts with my Eldrazi card. Okay. Not enough lands to play everything at once, unfortunately. Okay, I think it's time. And then draw 2 cards. No lands out there. Not good. So next turn, Jace is going to die probably. The only way how he could survive if I'm going to pay -3. Yes, I think it's time. Just go with -3. Play this one. Tap 7/8. Oh, damn it! I completely forgot that this thing doesn't work like this. Nah. I messed up. And Jace is done. I thought that this card exiled and we need to play it without paying their mana cost, but we have to have mana cost in order to play it, so I just basically messed up. Yep. But the thing is, if I would put +2, it would be of course smarter choice. That way I could save Jace and lose the same amount of loyalty. And now I'm just going to lose Jace, which is a bummer. Because of a stupid misplay. This is horrible session. Like, at least play study session. It's horrible play study session. It was pretty cool session, like the first 2 hours, because I finished Unglued finally, and like we actually create pretty interesting categories for our mind maps, but like in terms of playing, it's awful. What are you thinking? Destroy Jace. Attack with 7 life with all of them. Oh, opponent decides not to go through Jace. Pretty interesting. Okay, I again could draw 2 cards, but what's the point? What's the freaking point? I'm not going to survive, no matter what I'm going to do. I could enchant this one, then he will stay with 7, 8, and 5, 7. I can't get under control any of his creatures because I don't have enough lands to utilize everything. And I also completely forgot to tap this one next previously, which was pretty stupid. Yeah, for the most part, I'm just going through a lot of misplays, which is super annoying. No, let's just put a land in our hand. Put this one on top. Doesn't it jump? No, actually this one is much better at this point. Although we need a creature to defend ourselves with, but instead let's just do this one. Oh no, that's why I didn't tap it, because I didn't have enough lands. Okay, Jace were probably still going to die if opponent will decide not to attack me but Jace instead. And if so, the game is kinda almost over. I have the ability to slow down these guys for a couple of turns, but I have only 12. Opponent has 13 too, but the problem is opponent has creatures to attack with, I don't, so I'm kinda in super disadvantage. Opponent decides to play some spells, drawing cards. So yeah, we have to cast this card with actual mana. Or not. No, yes, with mana, so that was a problem. Oh, I guess I'm done. No, I'm not done. 1 health. Of creatures minus. -4, -4. Okay, Jace is still alive. But again, I can't provide myself with anything. With defense, I have 1 life. And tap target creature, it doesn't untap during its control, is on top step. Unfortunately only 1, not a couple of those. And again, I have enough lands to play this one with addition and get under control some creatures, so didn't get lucky enough. Just play this one, let's hope we'll get something good. Okay, we have land. Okay, good. We could protect ourselves with these 2. We could tap this one. We could tap this one. with the search cost. And since we don't have enough lands, I'm still going to die, no matter what, so. Opponent will attack with 4/4 and I'm done. So I wasn't be able to go through the quests, which is super annoying. And I'm probably not going to. The only quest that I definitely will go through is the quest with we need to return 3 cards from our graveyard. This is definitely something that I need to go through, because the good thing is, like, I have super cool cards that could allow me to do a lot of things, but yep. I didn't won either, like, even one match. To get requests. So we still need to return 2 cards. So I'm not going to go through this quest. So let's just go through this, and we'll go in a solo battle for it. We'll play with our card that works with our deck that works with returning cards from the graveyard. And again, we need to return only 2. So let's do that, and after that we'll end the session. Again, it's pretty not cool session. The second half of the session is super not cool. Okay, we could return cards from our graveyard, but we don't have any creatures in play per se, so only Liliana. At least that way I could block. Again, the whole purpose of this match is to bring back 2 cards from the graveyard, and that's kind of it. Of course, I will still finish the play, no matter what, but... Actually, probably had to play this one first. So opponent has exert or exert +2/+2 until end of the turn. Not good. And 3/3 behemoth or hippo. So unfortunately I'm not going to block it. Probably shouldn't attack with 1/4. Oh no. Creature with the hexproof, not cool. It's time to play this one now. I don't have that many zombies though. For the most part I have vampires here. And now let's just stay in block for now.
Let's just stay in a block for now.
Definitely a provocation, but I don't care. Again, I could bring this one back. Yep. And getting on top, seriously. This is a super cool spell. They each get +2/+2 after untapping. Now we have Liliana. The problem is, with her, return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard into the battlefield. Each of those cards is black zombies, in addition to their other colors and types. Put on the bottom of your library. It's a good way that I can play it now, but the problem is I don't have that many creatures. I think it's time to provide blockers. And I'm going to discard again. Discarded. Yes. Bring back, discard. Bring back, discard. Oh no. X damage to each creature without flying. Not good. I have a lot of those, so.
Not cool.
Yes, goodbye, my. Oh, damn it. Let's hope opponent will attack, and not me, but yes. So, since she's kind of done either way, let's just skip this now, probably. I have 2 creatures to get back next turn. So goodbye, Liliana. I need to stay, like, bring back only 1 creature from the graveyard in order to get through quests, and then I could lose whatever. Since I'm going to die either way, no matter what I'm going to put into play. By the way, these guys will be put on battlefield right away, which is good. Wow, I actually could bring back Liliana. She will... But she's not going to be transformed. Now let's just put this one instead. Yep. And let's put counter on this one. I want to make it bigger. No, that was a mistake. I had to put counter on this one instead to make it bigger. So yeah, let's just wait for the block. What opponent is going to do, how he or she, actually it, is going to attack. No! Enters the battlefield. For each kind of counters, target permanent. On target permanent, put another. Okay, he's not going to die. You gotta be kidding me. Barely. Maybe we could even survive, I don't know. Good. I have the ability to bring cards more. But for now, let's just play this one. I have only one card. And there. And it's time to attack with 1/4. Or not. So I could lose a couple of creatures in blocking stage, so let's start to attack and gain additional life. Maku.
Mr. Maki. Okay.
4/3. 3/3, 3/3. Oh no. Can be counted. Creature spells you control can't be counted. Oh no. What it does? Draw a card for each card a creature you control with power 3 or greater. Oh, pretty cool. Pretty cool. So what this one does, whenever land enters the battlefield after you control, other creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of the turn. If it's a swamp, then all of those creatures get +2/+0 instead, which is actually pretty cool. Although the question is, do I need this? Because I don't know if I need to attack or not. I definitely will attack with flyers, I guess, because I definitely not going to block with them. Don't tell me that I forgot to use this one again previously. I guess I forgot. So I'm definitely going to attack with flyers. I still need to keep a couple of blockers. At least a couple of blockers. No. 2/3/3s. These will die. Opponent probably could use some type of buffer and just destroy me, so I need to be cautious with it. Opponent definitely has a card advantage there. So unfortunately I can attack only with one creature for now. Oh no. Oh no. Goodbye either my 3/3 or... Okay, goodbye Liliana. I can't stop it. Why? Oh, because I have only one ally. So this one already done. Let's just destroy this one instead. And block this one. It's kind of the only thing that I could do at this point. Let's hope opponent doesn't have any buffs there. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Goodbye my only flyer. Discard a card, transform it. Yeah, don't have any cards to discard, so. I'm in super trouble. Can't attack. Need to stay in a block. Let's hope that I will be able to survive and I will get some cards that could destroy either. Oh, you gotta be kidding. To each creature without flight. 4 damage exactly. So this one will die. No matter what I'm going to do. Even if I'm going to tap this one and summon a zombie. Zombie will die. Okay, we're left with 2 creatures one-on-one, or 2 flyers. Kind of makes things a little bit better. Again, exert, death touch, not good. Probably will lose, but let's see, maybe I will be able to do something. This is the worst card that I could get at this point. At least blocker of some kind. +1 and death touch. Yeah, goodbye my 1/4 right away for damage. That means that we need to sacrifice it right now. I'm done, by the way. At least I will destroy 3/2. So I did what I set out to do. My main goal was to bring a lot of cards from my graveyard and get through this stupid quest. I hate this quest the most. This is the worst quest for me, because I don't have that many decks that could work with the graveyard. It's probably the only one. And we don't have enough gold to buy another booster. So yeah, unfortunately I didn't manage to go through this quest because I didn't win any matches, and it's pretty hard to win matches with the blue decks. I don't have any mono white decks that could work. I tried to win a game with my ally deck, didn't, which is blue, black blue, and I lost. So apparently this quest is not going to be done, because again, next Tuesday is going to be the next session and we're not going to be able to go through this quest. Guess we're going to lose the opportunity to get additional gold. So whatever. So yeah, on that note, I guess we will end this session. Again, the half of the session was super awesome. We finished studying on sets, we finished unglued. The next set that we're going to study, and the next Tuesday, or just Tuesday, it's going to be unhinged. So yeah, and the second part of the session, the play study part of the session with Magic Duels, was horrible. I lost almost every freaking match, won only one probably, 2 hours plus playing and win only 1 match. This is crazy. And not because I played bad, because just didn't get lucky enough and my decks didn't provide me with good combination of cards and etc. So just sometimes days could be like this, nothing bad about it. So again, this is just a game. I got experience that I needed as usual. Now I know that the weaknesses for most of my decks, and in the future I definitely will work on them. So yeah, on that note we will end this session. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Have a nice day or night, and see you in the next session. Bye bye.